Somebody took the oxygen out of the room for the second time that night, because when I walked into Jake's room, I don't think I've ever gone up those stairs so fast in my life, and to see him not there, it was just like, something's wrong. Something is just, Anyway, she realized, being my parents' neighbor, realized who it was, so she called a mutual friend who called me, and she said, how are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean, how am I doing? Because I was sound asleep. She's like, you might want to sit down because there's been a shooting at the prom, and say Jakob Wagner is the shooter. And I'm like, what?
Were you sitting down at the time?
I was leaning up against the stove. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't even know if he's gone. So I ran upstairs, and he wasn't in his room. And
oh, you didn't know he'd left the house?
No, and I was in a panic, so I called the police department. And then they came over. All they said is, we can't tell you anything, but we think you should go to the Wausau Hospital. And, by that time, I found out later that he already passed away. And, it was just, but they didn't actually tell me until after 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you didn't know that he had died?
No,
until after 6?
No, they wouldn't confirm anything. We kept the TV off because there were just so many things going on. And at one point, my friend Diane got a call and said, we think there's 6 shooters. And so I'm like, what in the world is going on? I was just stunned and flabbergasted, and I was in shock and panicking, and, it was the worst 5 hours of my life, just because I was in utter disbelief that this would have happened to begin with, and then trying to piece things together and not knowing anything. But what I think, he could have just knocked out a window and started firing into the auditorium, the commons. He could have, done a lot more damage. I think he just was trying, I don't know. Pulling that trigger was just to get the policeman's attention, or I'll never know what was going through his mind. Because like I said, this just baffles me. Because he could, the airsoft thing wasn't, he could do that, but he wasn't the kind of person that would intentionally harm someone. It was, like I said, I'm still baffled as to why he would even contemplate something like this, let alone say carry it through.